Start your engine!
Hello everyone and welcome to Gateway, Worldwide Technology Raceway. We have a beautiful day out here with 39 drivers to take on, and 16 playoff drivers to take on 20 laps around this short flat oval here. We got Ty Gibbs starting on pole. It's the second race of the round of 16, second race of the playoffs, and the 28th race of the year. We're going to have a lot in store for you today. Let's send it down to the pit reporters here to talk about your ones to watch.
Ty Gibbs comes in today on the bubble. He's starting on the pole though today, so hopefully for him he can score some crucial stage points and get a good finish, or even a win, which would lock him into the round of 12, and let him not have to be concerned about Bristol next week. Go Toyota.
Joey Logano wrecked Ross Chastain last week and finished 6th. His rivalry with Chastain is boiling right now. Both him and Chastain are starting near the front today. We'll have to see if Ross retaliates today while they fight at the front.
Kyle Busch is the 2023 champion and Daytona 500 winner. He's starting up front today and hopes to stay there so he can win and advance to the round of 12.
Daniel Suarez was calm and consistent last week, and on a late race restart, he went 3 wide to claim the victory and go from last to first in the playoffs. Gateway is a similar track to Darlington, so will he be able to win 2 weeks in a row and go back-to-back for the first time in his career?
Denny Hamlin started the playoffs with 21 points, but after last week's 26th place finish, he finds himself close to the cut line. He's starting in the middle of the pack, and he needs a good finish to keep him above the cutoff.
Josh Berry failed pre-race inspection and is starting 39th. He was the favorite to win today's race as he qualified 4th before he failed inspection and was the fastest in practice. He has his work cut out for him today if he wants to make the round 12.
A huge thank you to all 6 of my pit reporters. All 6 of their channels will be linked down in the description as we get into your starting lineup with Ty Gibbs and Brad Keselowski, row 1, Chastain Logano, row 2, rivals right there. Then in row 3 we have Chase Briscoe and Kyle Busch. And we have Ryan Blaney and Austin Cindric, another 3 playoff drivers there. Then we got William Byron and last week's winner, Daniel Suarez. Then in row 6, we have Brad Keselowski and Carson Osavar. Behind them, you have Hendrick teammates Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson. And then you have Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick in row 8. Row 9 consists of Todd Gilliland and Chris Buescher, with row 10 having Bubba Wallace and Alex Bowman. Row 11 has Eric Jones and Michael McDowell, and Denny Hamlin in 23rd with a poor qualifying position, starts next to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. In row 13, you have Connor Zilic and John Hunter Nemechek, and in row 14, you have Noah Gragson and Zane Smith. Row 15, you have AJ Allmendinger and Justin Haley, and in row 16, you have Riley Herbst and Shane Van Gigglesbergen. Row 17, you have Ty Dillon and Austin Dillon. Row 18, you have Cole Custer and Kaz Grala. And rounding out today's field, you have J.J. Yaley and Cody Ware in row 19, and who failed pre-race inspection, you have the in row 20, you have the 21 of Harrison Burton. Lap facts, 20 laps You can see all the stages there. Second race of the playoffs. Next week's the cutoff. This is a very crucial race for these drivers as we're going to get racing. Green flag in Gateway. And as they come across the line, Ross Chastain leads that lap. Here's Ty Gibbs now trying to chase him back down, but he's going to slip back to Brad Keselowski. He's going to now overtake him for that position as we go into lap 3 of the stage, with Ross Chastain opening up a commanding lead now. Ty Gibbs losing even more spots. Not sure what's going on with that car as Ross Chastain's now starting to lap cars. Now he's getting to Josh Berry, a playoff driver. He's going to go around him. Now Josh Berry's in the free pass position as Elliott goes around the number 8 car. And as we come to the final lap of the stage, Ross Chastain, who's gotten by the 41, will win stage 1 with Keselowski. Then we'll take a look at your finishing results for that stage right there. What a quick stage. It just shows how fast this race is going to go as we look at your stage results. Chastain, Keselowski, Logano. Some needed points for Chastain after he crashed last week. As we're going to look at some pit stops. You can see a lot of cars coming down here early. This will only get them to the end of the race. They will not be able to make it to if we have an overtime. And Justin Haley has a penalty. He's too fast exiting pit road. It's not going to be good for him as we look. Eric Jones with a few only. Everyone else with 4 tires and fuel there, trying to get themselves to the end of the race. As we look at your choose cone here, you can see all the guys choosing what lane they want, top side, bottom side, as we're coming back to the restart. Green flag is back in the air, and we're back racing for stage 2 at Gateways. Logano's going to get a good launch, push from his teammate out front, as Chastain's not going to push him out of the way. Logano's going to bump him back. Chastain spins him. Oh, crash. Another crash on the backstretch. 2 crashes at the same time. Denny Hamlin's around, playoff driver. Denny Hamlin is out of the race, everybody. Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain's on pit road, Joey Logano, bunch of drivers that needed points. All 3 of those guys did not have the weeks they wanted to last week at the Southern 500. And now you can see Denny Hamlin is out of the race. He's definitely going to be below the cutoff coming out of today's race and has a lot to do at Bristol next week. He's very good at Bristol as we see some pit stops here. We have the 99 last week's winner coming down pit road. We're going to see your race off of pit road. Allmendinger wins that with a fast stop from him. You can see all 4 Hendrick guys came down on this pit stop. Connor Zilich came out pretty good. Let's take a look. It just looks like Logano bumped him out of the way and he got pissed off. Bumps him out of the way, hits him, and goes straight up into the wall. Some damage to the nose, maybe the hood getting kicked up because of all that dirt. I'm not quite sure. So we can now go back to the choose cone here, and we're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Green flag is back in the air, and we are racing once again in Gateway to finish stage 2 as Christopher Bell gets a good launch with Ryan Blaney trying to chase him down. Tyler Reddick behind that as they come around to take the white flag in the stage. Ryan Blaney now going around with Zane Smith back there as Bell's going to ride the outside. Zane Smith's on the inside. He's going to pass him side by side to the line. It's going to be Zane Smith to win the stage. What a crazy stage that was. We had a crash and Zane Smith taking it over everyone. You can see how pit stops have kind of affected this as you look back at the back of the stage results there. You can see some names that we don't normally see up there. Zane Smith with a hell of a car today. He's going to be able to put himself in the position there. As you can see, Riley Herbst, J.J. Ely, and Cole Custer are going to be staying out here trying to stretch the fuel. They'll barely have enough to do it, not even have enough to finish the race. But with all these cautions, we've been having, they might have enough just barely to stretch it to just the end. As we get back to green flag racing, Riley Herbst leads them down as the 44 is starting to slip already. You can see the difference in equipment as now Ty Gibbs is going around the 41. They don't even hold their spots for a lap as now the 54 and the 34 are fighting. Now the 54 on the outside of Riley Herbst. Herbst going back to the inside. He'll lead that lap as we go down into turn 1 and 2. Gibbs and Herbst fighting back and forth. The crossover from Herbst, but the crossover back is Cole Custer and J.J. Yaley are both on pit road as they were running out of gas. As Riley Herbst still holding up in that lead as they're coming up to lap cars. Gibbs puts him behind one, and now Ty Gibbs is out front. Herbst is going to pass him right back there, and Ty Gibbs is going to try to get right past again. They're back and forth with these two. Who will take this as we're coming to the white flag? Oh, crash! Ty Gibbs is around. He's out of his car. The car is on fire as we got a red flag. Ty Gibbs' car is on fire. You can see that the grass, it looks to have burnt there. You can see Riley Herbst and Ty Gibbs, someone who came in below the cutoff, was coming to the white flag. As we're going to go into overtime, this is going to give other playoff drivers like Ross Chastain, you just saw him there, he's going to have the lead coming out of this, trying to win to advance his way into the playoffs. A lot of bad nights for playoff drivers. Logano, Chastain have made their way back up, but Joe Gibbs is two of their 3 playoff cars out of today's race. As this seems to be lining up really good for Penske as we got some more pit stops. A lot of those guys that came in on lap 5 are coming down pit road as Ty and to fill up on fuel. You can see here all the guys that are left in the race. Most of the guys, Carson Hocevar, Austin Cindric, and Josh Berry are all staying out this time. They will just barely have enough fuel, although they only had enough to make it to this point in the race. We'll have to see. As you can see the burn marks on the track. One of these 16 drivers will join those 4 champions as we're coming back to the green flag. And we have 2 laps to go. It's overtime from Gateway as we take the green flag. And now Ross Chastain. Now Josh Berry's going to go around the outside with a large push. Now Connor Zilic is going to take second from that. Now Connor Zilic and Josh Berry around. That lets the 2 rivals get by. Logano gives him a bump. Chastain bumps him back, and William Byron will win. What a crazy final lap. And Hendrick Motorsports sweeps the top 4 positions. Let's take a look at how it happened. 21 passed Chastain, and then Zilic went around that. Zilic got a little ambitious here, backed off, came around the outside, tried to clear himself, but wasn't clear. Logano gave Chastain a bump, and Chastain got revenge for last week, where Logano crashed him, and that gives Hendrick Motorsports the first ever 1, 2, 3, 4 from a single team in the NASMAR Community Cup Series. And so let's take a look at your finishing results. You can see once again all 4 Hendrick cars, then Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain comes home 6th, and Logano comes home 8th. Zilic rebounding to get 10th after all of that. Some other guys getting some good finishes. You had Zane Smith getting 12th. Still don't see Josh Berry, Daniel Suarez, last week's winner, getting 16th. Not bad for him. Chase Briscoe started out 4th or 5th today, I don't remember, and got 13th. Josh Berry fell back to 22nd after hitting the wall. And now you can see Justin Haley, JJ Yaley all 1 lap down there behind Michael McDowell. As we go and we look at the rest of your results, what a crazy race it was today. As we see Austin Cindric DNF as he ran out of gas coming to 2 to go. And you have Cody Ware 3 laps down. Ty Gibbs, DNF, Riley Herbst. Ty Dillon was able to take that car back out onto racetrack. And a big thank you to everyone at NASMAR who gave me this race. Thank you for letting me film this for you. And I hope you all enjoyed. And I hope that I will see all of you next time at the Oregon Road Course for the 2nd race of my 2nd season of the NASCAR Kit Kat Cup Series. I'll see you all then. Peace.